of two teams that haven't won a game in league play. So I'm looking for a fast tempo, probably a lot of threes, and up and down the court. Both teams pretty deep on their bench. Maybe the Carolina Crusaders a little low on players with a few of the scratches, but should be a great contest, Petey.
Yeah, like I said, it was Sunday, March 2nd, that the primetime players won inside this gymnasium the last time the Let It Fly WebDogs were at home. 186 to 117. And then last week they went on the road and played up in the Mountain Island Fitness in Charlotte and lost to the Gastonia Snipers 139 to 121. But with that being said, the Let It Fly WebDogs averaging 114 points per game this season, but obviously giving it up a whole lot more points than what they're putting up. We got 4 quarters of 12-minute action here inside the Sterling Community Center in the beautiful Greenville, South Carolina. We'll be right back with the starting lineups in today's East Coast Basketball League Game of the Week, presented by High Level Media. Welcome back. We're doing the national anthem here inside the Sterling Center. Small crowd on hand so far in today's matchup. The WebDogs 0-3, Carolina Crusaders 0-1.
All right, introduction of the starting lineups for tonight's game. For the visiting Carolina Crusaders, you have number 2, Jalen Alexander, number 3, Calvin Cook, number 4, DeMonte Evans, number 13, Quan Powell. He is the Auburn grad in 2008, and number 31, Corey Mendez. And momentarily, the announcement of the Let It Fly WebDogs. So number 0, Khalid Wanamaker, been known to be a high scorer for the team. Number 11, Xavier Kelly, 5'9" point guard. Followed by number 3, Kelvin Perry, team captain, leadership on the floor. And number 7, Dion Holmes, 6'4" wing player. Followed by number 23, Kendrick Holloman, 6'5" guard, also can play the wing position. So those are your starting lineups for tonight's game, or should I say this afternoon's game, with the 3 o'clock estimated tip-off here in the beautiful Sterling Community Center in Greenville, South Carolina, which, like I said, is approximately 100 miles south of Charlotte.
A lot of NBA players coming out of this state and this town. Tony?
They sure are, Petey. Most notably, Kevin Garnett, born in Greenville, South Carolina. Nick Claxton, who did his college at University of Georgia, the 6'11" power forward for the Nets, born and raised right here in Greenville.
Tonight's officials for tonight's matchup: Sean Goforth, Ronnie Duke, and team colors for tonight's matchup: Let It Fly WebDogs, white and green; Carolina Crusaders in blue and gray. Crusaders coming out with just fresh and hot legs from yesterday's game against the Carolina Thunder, where they lost that game at Carolina Thunder, 125 to 116. And the jump ball goes to the Crusaders.
Carolina Crusaders wearing their road gray and blue with the red trim. Your home team Let It Fly WebDogs wearing their traditional white with the green and yellow trim. First bucket scored by number 13, the big man for the Carolina Crusaders.
And the WebDogs answered back with a three from top of the key. Had a nice look. We got 18 on the shot clock. Feeding the big man down low. Nothing was there. They'll go to baseline and misses easy bunny. Here come the WebDogs in transition reverse layup. And you can count it all day for Dion Holmes.
Dion Holmes with his first bucket, a layup. Puts the scoring at 4-2 for the Let It Fly WebDogs.
That is a three. They'll take an elbow shots. Carolina Crusaders, multiple opportunities. And coming up short, Calvin Cook. South Carolina WebDogs with the ball. Driving, nice Euro step for Wanamaker, and he is stripped from behind with 10:23 left on the score. 4-2. The correction on that first shot, he was in a collegiate, was not at the ECBL three-point line. So the WebDogs will come into play, and nice bounce pass, and going up strong, Kendrick Holloman for two. 6-2, out to a 4-point lead for the WebDogs. Calvin Cook working down low and finds Perwell, and Perwell with 4 points for the Crusaders, 6-4.
Perwell, a very dominant figure in the paint, 6'9", probably going about 250.
Long two, you can count it for Holmes.
That's given him 4 points so far early in this first quarter.
Mendez with a baby hook, couldn't connect. Here come the WebDogs. They pull it back out. Wanamaker turns around and puts up the shot. There to clean up the missed shot was Holmes. And the foul is going to be against Corey Mendez.
That's his first.
With 9:16 left on the scoreboard, 8-4. And Holmes with 5 points. 1 from the charity stripe. Making 6 points so far. 6 of the team's 10. Straight away, 2. And you can count it for DeMonte Evans. Into a 4-point lead. This is the biggest lead tonight. Watermaker goes left wing, and he misses a 3, pulling down the rebound. Crusaders, and we have a foul.
Foul's going to be on number 7 for the Let It Fly WebDogs. Dion Holmes, his first. Ball's inbounded.
Inside of the first 3.5 minutes, we got a 10-6 game. Look at the big man, Proel, dropping his shoulder and finds his man, and it's a deflection.
Ball last touched by the WebDogs, so it'll stay with the Crusaders.
8:31 left, and inside, DeMonte Evans picks up 2 more. We got a 10-8 game.
Long 3. Shot by the WebDogs. Khalid Wanamaker as
I tell you, driving straight to the hole, DeMonte. That was Cook on the layup.
Calvin Cook the third with a quick little layup.
It's a 6-2 run for the Crusaders in the last minute and a half. We're tied at 8:04 left in the first period. You're listening to ECBL Game of the Week from the Sterling Center in Greenville, South Carolina. Petey Doris, Tony Barnett.
Long 3 off the mark. Rebound by the Crusaders, but here come
the WebDogs. They turn it over right off the hands of Quattlebaum.
Number 1, Sintel Quattlebaum couldn't quite get the handle on that, and the Carolina Crusaders will bring the ball up against.
Crusaders spinning around the perimeter. Don't give Calvin Cook any room as he spins in the paint, puts one up, tipped at the top of the rim, and picking up his first points for the Crusaders. Crusaders lead 12-10.
Going to be shooting free throws here for the Let It Fly WebDogs. Mr. Quattlebaum.
That was Demonji Hicks with the 2 for the Crusaders. Alexander driving, dishes it off. Hicks wanted it again. Volleying down low. Who comes out with it? The Crusaders. Reset the shot clock. And the shot goes up. 6:48 left, 13-12.
Both teams getting up and down the court. Not shy to shoot the 3 ball.
Watermaker wants that 3, but he drives. Stripped from behind, and he'll call the foul on DeMonte Evans as he had him on the wrist. Next week we'll have 2 games for you. We'll be at Philly and D.C., and then we'll be down into Manassas, Virginia's on Sunday. Park City welcomes in the Petersburg Cavaliers, who dropped the game yesterday against the DC Heat at home, 130-100. Orton checking in for Alexander. The 6-foot guard checks in for the 6'3" guard. Making both free throws, 15-12, WebDogs. Crusaders' biggest lead so far is 2. WebDogs' biggest lead's 4. Straight to the cup, kiss off the window. You can count it all day. 1-point game. And that was Calvin Cook with a little bunny. Widowmaker steps back, 3. You give him plenty of separation, he'll make you pay with that long 3. 18-14. Back to a 4-point game. Crusaders still looking for some perimeter shooting. Nothing working, but inside is Richardson. Right there to clean it up, Centel Quattlebaum. 5:40 left first quarter from the corner off the side of the backboard. Big rebound for Hicks.
Hicks corralled that ball, made sure nobody was going to take it from him.
DeMonte Evans wanted that 3, but finds Cook. Cook trying to get some separation on Holloman. He drives, and it's off of the Crusaders. Mendez checking back in for Demetrius Richardson. We're in a timeout, 18-14 inside the Sterling Center. So far, Tony, it's like you said, neither team's scared to shoot the long ball.
Oh, most definitely. The range on some of these shooters is anywhere from 24 to 30 feet, as the Carolina Crusaders are taking a quick timeout. They want to talk about it, give the players a chance to breathe, maybe get a quick swig of water here in the Sterling Community Center, located in Greenville, South Carolina.
One more game going on today at 5 o'clock. Fayetteville Panthers will travel to Hall Gym to take on Rowan County Bulls at 5 o'clock. And that will wrap up week 5 of the season. This is week 2 for the ECBL Game of the Week. Go over the scoreboard from yesterday's matchup. Hickory Hoy has defeated Rowan County Bulls 117-112. Carolina Thunder defeated Carolina Crusaders 125-116. Kingdom Life picked up the win yesterday against Park City 113-101. Queen City Vipers defeated Primetime Players at home by 10, 111-101. Garden City Magic traveled to Gastonia up in the Charlotte area and lost 137-93. DC Heat spoiled the Petersburg Cavaliers home game by defeating them 130-100. And then the Goldsboro Wings from Goldsboro, North Carolina, defeated the Winston-Salem Wolves 103-97. But the WebDogs trying to pick up a home win, the first of the season, but it starts today. A long 3, and it's a nice rainbow shot for Kelvin Perry.
Calvin looked at the rim and said, you know what, I'm going to let this thing fly. And it rainbowed right in.
As the Crusaders wanted to do the same thing, but Thomas Orton out of Columbia, South Carolina, couldn't get it to fall. Orton nearly turns it over, able to save it and misses the reverse layup. Was Demetrius Richardson. Maker finds his guard on Quattlebaum, driving, penetrating, dishes, 3, and there's a 2 for Deion Holmes. Holmes continues his climb in the scoring column.
Mr. Holmes, I've got him down for 11 points unofficially, as he's a walking bucket himself.
Nice block. Picking up the foul. It's going to be on Eli Hunter out of Allen University. Just 2 years removed from college. The power forward.
Corey Mendez on the free throw line. He'll get 2 shots. He makes the first one.
Mendez coming to us from Baltimore, Maryland, through Elizabeth City State University. (23-15).
And he makes the second one. And I also have Corey Mendez down for 2 points so far for this game.
23-16, biggest lead for Let It Fly WebDogs. 9. They led 23-14. Up by 7. And WebDogs in the old green and gold and white jerseys. Watermaker going around the screen.
Kind of reminiscent of the Seattle Supersonics colors. Long 3 off the rim.
With a flat-footed rebound by Fortenberry. Fortenberry holds it on the left wing. They'll go inside on the mismatch and don't like what he sees, but he pulls it back out with 10 on the shot clock. Drive in, little bunny. That stops the bleeding momentarily. 23-18. 4-0 run for the Crusaders.
The last basket on the little bunny layup was by Jalen Alexander. His first 2 points of the game. Got a substitution coming in for the Crusaders.
Calvin Cook checks in as Orton will have a seat.
3:17 to go in the quarter. We're looking at 23 points for the Crusaders, and for the home team, the Let It Fly WebDogs.
Watermaker going around the screen, drops it off nice. Drop to Holloman, and Holloman drops it off himself to Kelvin, and he picks up an easy 2. 25-15, 10-point, 25-18. 7-point lead.
Foul on the play with the hit on the arm. He'll get 2 shots as Corey Mendez back on the free throw line. On his last visit to the free throw line, he was perfect and made both of them. Let's see how he does here.
With 3 points, he continues to get his points from the cheerleading stripe, and that's right where you need to be. You need to score when the clock stopped, trailing on the road. I can't express it enough that road free throws are more important than home free throws. Home, you at least have the crowd. On the road,
so he'll be at 100%.
5-point game, 25-20. Nice feed inside on the double team, forces up the shot, and that will send Kendrick Holloman to the line. Clinton College in South Carolina State from Bishopsville, South Carolina. Looking to extend the lead to 6.
His free throw is good. And that gives him 3 points so far in the latter stages of the first quarter. Second free throw up and bobbles out. So he'll go down as 50% from the line as of right now.
Mendez wanted to try to go inside, and we have a whistle. Call the foul on Buxton with a push. Kennedy checking in, the point guard from West Virginia Westland. With the and one, Jalen Alexander for the Crusaders. .242 left, 26-22.
As his
Makes
free
it a
throw
3-point play.
The old-fashioned way.
WebDogs lead by 3 at home. It saves it from falling out of bounds was Corey Mendez. Saving it by Cook. Alexander rifles around. Driving left of the paint. 4 steps. They let it go as DeMonte Evans continues to climb in a scoring column for the Crusaders.
He took a one too many, but the referee let it go. Nice mid-range shot.
Big 2 for Quattlebaum.
Quattlebaum gets on the score sheet here early or late in the second quarter, early in the game. Long 3, count it.
You can count it as Jalen Alexander's talking all the way down the court, and we're tied at 28. Second tie in the first quarter. It's the battle of the 2 teams that haven't won a game this season. Let it fly, WebDogs. And then nothing but ice running through the veins of Watermaker. 30-28. 1:15 and counting.
Good ball movement by the
Alexander puts it on
Crusaders.
the floor. Fakes the 3, goes over to Alexander. He drives, back out. 2 on the shot clock, puts it up, off the mark, and pulling down the rebound. Holloman. Push it up, and then Holloman.
Pretty touch off the glass off number 93.
Canada.
Mr. Canada. Big man with a 3. No, count it as a 2. Number 14 for the Carolina Crusaders.
Fortenberry.
Mr. Timothy Fortenberry.
Watermaker with 28 on the clock. Takes a Steph Curry 3, and it's good for his second 3 today. 35-30.
Wanamaker with a hot hand.
16 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Mendez driving. Contested kiss off the window. No one there to but WebDogs to clean it up. And Buxton picks up 2. And it's a 7-point lead after 1. We'll return with quarter number 2 with a 7-point lead. 37-30.
And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live streaming. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Doors, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in a year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsboro, Durham, and Mebane play there.
Back
and
inside
they have that
the
great
Sterling
gift shop
Center,
where you can buy
quarter
those
number 2.
pink balls you like to play with. You
Ready
can
to
get your head
underway.
right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro, located on
Web
Lawrence
Dogs.
Road in Hillsboro.
Up by
Call
7.
919-732-3435.
With Canada.
Listen and imagine.
In and out for Alexander.
It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind.
And a long 3.
Life is worth more than
Flat-footed
a text.
rebound for Calvin Cook.
Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration,
Calvin Cook.
Project Yellow Light,
It's a
Noise, and
15.
the Ad Council.
It's a 15-footer for 2 points.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most
3
don't
and
know
off
it.
the mark.
To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes
Calvin with
type
the
2
rebound.
diabetes, professional
7
basketball player Julius Randle
point
is doing
lead.
everything in reverse.
WebDogs.
I'm only dunking
Make it
with
5.
reverse windmills.
4 straight points for Calvin Cook.
I drove the whole way to
We got a
practice in
timeout.
reverse.
Let it fly, WebDogs.
I don't recommend it.
Return 39.
This move's called the reverse shuffle.
10
I do recommend
it. Second quarter.
And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse.
Today's matchup of the ECBL Game.
I don't recommend it.
Presented by
This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this.
Very early in the second quarter.
Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live stream. Live stream, friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Norris, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in the year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsboro, Durham, and Mebane play there. And they have that great gift shop where you can buy those pink balls you like to play with. You can get your head right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro, located on Lawrence Road in Hillsboro. Call 919-732-3435.
Kennedy, can he make another one? No.
Listen.
Nearly taking it off the rim was Jalen Alexander. Bring it down, addition to the corner. Long two.
It takes 5 seconds to send a text. And for those 5 seconds, you're driving
Oliver
blind.
with the rebound.
Life is
up
worth
in the
more
front
than a
court,
text.
Watermaker, and it's
Stay
a turnover.
alive. Don't text and drive.
41-36.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills.
Evans drives, balls
I drove the whole way to
kiss
practice
off the
in
window by
reverse.
Evans on the follow, and we have a
I don't
whistle.
recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle.
Crusaders looking to come back in.
I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education.
Nice easy layup for the Crusaders, Jalen Alexander, as he gets back on the score for the second quarter.
41-38, three-point game. Crusaders fighting back on the road with 8:53 left. Nice spin around southpaw, 17-footer. Rebound, Evans. Evans 1-on-4, stops on the elbow and flushes home.
DeMonte Evans with the nice mid-range jumper, nothing but net.
11-4 run in the opening 3 minutes of the quarter for the Crusaders, and we have a foul down low as Deion Holmes will head to the line to shoot two. Picking up the foul is Jordan Cook. Deion Holmes, a 6'3", out of University of South Carolina Upstate, makes the first and makes the second. 100% on that trip. 3-point lead. 8:25 left. Cook looking inside, goes out to Evans. Evans puts it on the floor. Proel puts a body down low and wait for a whistle and got the call. So Eli Hunter picks up his first. 8:12 left. 43-40 if you're just tuning in. After one, Let It Fly WebDogs led 37-30.
Eli Hunter, his first foul, and his only stat for the game as of right now.
Nice pass by Proel. Couldn't make the reverse layup for Cook.
Got a stoppage in play.
I'll put 8:07 on the clock.
Some
officials are talking it over.
It's 18 seconds on the shot clock right now. Not sure if 6 seconds have gone by or if it's a score question. Get a quick recap on the fouls for both teams. For the Let It Fly WebDogs, Eli Hunter has 1 foul, Tavion Bruton 1, Deion Holmes 1, and Randall Buxton has 1. And for the Carolina Crusaders, Devontae Evans has 1, Timothy Fortenberry has 1, Jordan Cook has 1. That is the fouls. So no one really in any kind of foul trouble at this part of the game.
Put 8:07 on the clock, and we're back underway with 18 on the shot clock. Shot clocks. Let It Fly WebDogs. Kelly driving. Correction, that was Canada. Forced up the shot. Corner 3, and you can count it for the Crusaders as Jordan Cook ties the game at 43. 13-5 run in quarter number 2. We got an offensive foul. An offensive foul, Eli Hunter, the 6'6" power forward out of Allen University. Quattlebaum checks in along with Holloman. Exiting the game is Canada and Eli Hunter. 7:34 left. Here come the Crusaders with the chance. They say it's 43-42 on the scoreboard. Looking to take the lead. Cook double clutches, trying to get his own rebound, and it come up empty. Nice move, ball movement for Let It Fly WebDogs. 45-42. 7:08 left. 15-footer, and you can count it for Calvin Cook.
Cook is lighting up the scoreboard. I've got him down for 15 points unofficially.
.652 left. 45-44, 1-point game. Crusaders trail.
Correction on the points on Calvin Cook. I've got him down for 13. We'll check with the official score at halftime.
Crusaders pulling down the big rebound. Cook driving, baseline, cut off, in trouble, pulls it back out. DeMonte Evans. Three is too hard. WebDogs ahead. Through the defenders, draws the foul, will send Deion Holmes to the line to shoot 2.
Foul is going to be on Reggie. On Corey Mendez.
Making the first free throw, extending the lead to 2.
His second.
Carolina Crusaders. 6:24 left. 47-44, and a long 3. You could count it for Jordan Cook for his second 3. And we're tied at 47. Turnover, let it fly, WebDogs. They'll go ahead to Proel. Proel to Mendez. Mendez to Cook. Nice take, couldn't connect. Watermaker to Quattlebaum. Quattlebaum trying to dunk on 3 Crusaders. We're tied at 47. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Got up high in the air, almost an undercut as he was trying to slam it home on the left side with his right hand. Seems to be okay as he hit the court, and timeout call.
5:56, third tie of the first half. We're in quarter number 2 here in Greenville, South Carolina. Only other game in the ECBL today is Fayetteville will travel to Rowan County. Tipping off at 5 o'clock against the Bulls. Next week, got a lot of games on tap. On Saturday, we'll be at 1 o'clock up in D.C. as the Philly Raiders and D.C. Heat. Goldsboro travels to Fayetteville. Kingdom Life heads to Winston-Salem. Hickory over to Garden City. Gastonia Snipers visit Mountain Island Fitness to face the Queen City Vipers. Let It Fly WebDogs rematch against the primetime players in Fort Mill, South Carolina at 5 o'clock next Saturday. On Sunday, Garden City will play Let It Fly WebDogs. Fayetteville will travel to Winston-Salem. We'll be in Park City in Manassas, Virginia for the Petersburg game at 4 o'clock. And then Carolina Thundering will travel to the Carolina Crusaders on Sunday at 5 o'clock.
Sintel Quattlebaum will shoot 2 free throws here. His first time on the free throw line this game. First one is up and a little off the target. He'll get another chance to rectify that situation, and either will be his second point of the game or the third, and he nails it. So he's got 3 points in this contest.
Got a 48-47 lead. Crusaders on the road looking for their first win. Both teams looking for their first win. With that said, back to the corner, Mendez. Pull it out as Alexander feeds down low to the low post. Baby hook, couldn't connect. And the Crusaders pick up 2. And that was Demetrius Richardson. (49-48). Crusaders
That's Demetrius Richardson's first 2 points of the game. So we have a foul and 2 shots as the
5:09 left, 1 point lead. Crusaders doesn't make a chance to tie the game. I thank everybody for tuning in on the East Coast Basketball League's YouTube page, watching today's matchup. As we're tied for the third time.
Kendrick Holman made one and missed one on the free throw line.
And a steal. Watermaker 5 steps and goes off the right side for 2. 51-49, 4:50 left and counting. Left side says, give me an opportunity, I'm going to shoot. Big man for 3, no. Good offensive reset on the shot clock. Spinning in the paint, mismatch. Watermaker with the block. Let it fly, WebDogs. Turn it over.
Little miscue on the passing. She got a substitution for the Carolina Crusaders.
Cook in and Cook out. Jordan Cook exits as Calvin Cook III comes into play.
Cook for a Cook.
Rifle one over to Calvin Cook. Inside on the mismatch. Richardson fouled on the head to the line. And with that foul, foul's going to be on Kendrick Holloway. I'll send Demetrius Richardson, the 6'4", 215 pounds, out of Darlington, South Carolina.
That free throw gave him 3 points so far for the contest. And if he makes this free throw, that'll give him 4 points so far. Shots up and count it.
We're tied at 51. Butterfly WebDogs with the ball. Holmes. Right side to Holloman. Holloman with a nice scissor dribble, guarded tightly by Hicks. They'll go to the corner. Quattlebaum is fouled, and Demetrius Richardson with the foul. Quattlebaum will head to the line. 5 team fouls for the half. 3:54 left.
Sintel Quattlebaum, normally a very good free throw shooter. He puts it up and makes it. The last time he was on the free throw line, he was 1 for 1. Let's see if he can go make both these, and he does.
Nearly a lane violation for Randall Buxton, or the correction for Hicks. Butterfly WebDogs coming out with it, and the pass was intended for Canada. .334 left. The Sands let it fly WebDogs ball.
The Let It Fly WebDogs coach was looking for a foul. Didn't get it, but he got the ball.
Nice spin, switches hands. Couldn't get the baby hook to fall. 3:27 and counting. First half, 53-51. Watermaker hands it off to Quattlebaum. Quattlebaum, left-handed layup, and it's good for 2.
Carolina Crusaders came flying back after that layup by the Crusaders. The Crusaders will go to the free throw line as he bulldozed his way to the basket and picked up the foul. Let It Fly WebDogs currently up by 4 points with 3 minutes left in the quarter. As
misses the opportunity to close within one possession.
Jalen Alexander makes the second one, so he'll be a 50% free throw shooter so far, as he's made one and missed one.
Watermaker slowly brings it up. We're to Let It Fly WebDogs with a 3-point lead. Rifles one to the corner. Inside, stops, pops, no for Kennedy. Chasing down the rebound. Those are Crusaders. Kennedy, great defense, and he reaches.
Jalen Kennedy with a reach-in foul walks by the scorer's table with a grin on his face as he made his point. He stuck with his man, but impeded his movement by putting his arm towards his stomach area as he'll come out of the game. Picks up the foul.
55-52. 3-point deficit. First free throw is good for Mendez.
And Mendez makes both of them to increase his total to 8 points.
1-point game. Long three for Holmes. Air ball right in the hands of Calvin Cook III. Cook ahead. Richardson, kiss off the window and you can count it. WebDogs trail 56-55. First time the Crusaders have led tonight. Holloman and one.
Holloman picks up the and one on the layup. He got fouled on the left side of his arm. Still made the layup. Strong finish as he'll get one shot.
57-56, 2:06 left. Flat-footed rebound was Jalen Alexander. Guarded tightly by Holmes. Richardson. Battle of Watermaker. Kai kiss off the window. And that's his fourth straight point off the glass.
Gives Richardson 8 points so far on the game as a miscue on the pass. Last touch by the
Jordan Cook back into the game for the Crusaders as Jalen Alexander's exits. We'll come in with DeMonte Evans.
Carolina Crusaders take the ball out as it was last touched by the WebDogs.
Got a 1-point lead for the Crusaders. Can they extend their lead? Calvin Cook goes around the screen, takes a mid-range, and you can count it. 60-57, answering back was Jalen Kennedy with 1:18 left. Cook with 15 on the shot clock. Cook steps in deep two. Cook continues to climb for the Crusaders. And we got to travel.
The coach of the Carolina Crusaders getting very adamant over there. I think she might be an assistant coach.
Cook pulls it all the way out. 15 on the shot clock. Cook taking on a team and turns it over. Spin Kennedy.
Lost the handle on the ball. Had a good spin move, but the ball went a little high and he couldn't get control of it. and it went out of bounds, so it'll be Carolina Crusader ball in this heated contest. A 3-point differential between the Crusaders and the WebDogs.
DeMonte Evans steps back, straightaway three, off the iron. Wanamaker runs it all the way down right before it goes out of bounds. 30 ticks left, 24 on the shot clock. WebDogs get it in a play to Quattlebaum. Quattlebaum will control the offense with 6 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Long three by Gist, and Gist couldn't connect. Evans straight to the cup, all the way around the rim as it falls through. The ball goes out of bounds with 4 seconds left. 5-point lead for the visiting Crusaders.
Crusaders have been finding ways to score, not only with the three ball, but also in the inside. And the ball will be taken out at the point of impact where it was thrown from. So Carolina Crusaders try to score real quick. Shot goes.
Cook puts up the shot, and that's the end of the first half. The Crusaders on the road against the WebDogs as they lead 64-59. We'll return with stats, facts, and figures at halftime after word from our sponsors. Welcome back to the Sterling Community Center in Greenville, South Carolina. As halftime festivities are ending, we'll go through the lead scorers for the Let It Fly WebDogs. Wanamaker with 15, followed by Deion Holmes with 14, Quattlebaum with 7, Holloman with 8, Canada with 8, and Perry with 5. For the visiting Crusaders, 3 players in double digits. Calvin Cook, the third, with 13, followed by Jalen Alexander with 11, DeMonte Evans with 10, followed by Richardson with 6, Proel with 4, Fontenberry with 2, Jordan Cook with 6, and Demonji Hicks with 2. 5-point lead, getting ready to start the third quarter. 64-59. WebDogs led after one, 37-30. They trail at halftime by 5 against the Carolina Crusaders, who are 0-1 on the season, looking to even off the weekend, make it 1-1 on the season and 1-1 on the weekend. We're going to get started here, and the second half is underway with the Let It Fly WebDogs. Calvin looking inside, nothing there. He pull it back out, and they'll whip it around.
1 half of basketball remaining. Both teams poised, ready to go, as the layup is good.
By Xavier Kelly picks up his first 2 points. 64-61, Carolina Crusaders. The big man, Proel, continues to climb. Proel with just limited minutes in the first half. And way the Let It Fly WebDogs moving the ball inside to Eli Hunter. Eli Hunter continues to climb with 6 points. 66-63. Just inside of 11 minutes as Mendez puts it off the window.
That gives Mendez 10 so far in the game, 2 this half.
Nice feed by Wanamaker, as trailing was Eli Hunter. They get within 3 after trailing by 5 at the break.
Wanamaker, the high scorer for both teams, at 17 points.
We got an offensive foul. Dropping the shoulder. (68-65).
WebDogs, top of the paint.
There they
drive.
go. A 2-3 defense by the Carolina Crusaders. Inside with a baby hook. And Holloman. 68-67. Carolina Crusaders, nice pass to the trailing Cook, and Cook could not connect. Wanamaker pulls down the loose ball with 20 on the shot clock. They're trying to get the ball, and they have to call a timeout. With 9:31 left, Let It Fly WebDogs forced to burn a timeout. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to watching ECBL Game of the Week, presented by High Level Media. 9:31 left, third quarter, 1-point game. Carolina Crusaders lead to Let It Fly WebDogs. Both teams hot here coming out in the third quarter. Petey Norris, Tony Barnett. Best seat in Greenville, South Carolina, right here on the stage at the Sterling Community Center. Next week's matchup will be in D.C. at the University of District of Columbia as they face the Philly Raiders. And then we'll head down to Park City in Manassas to match up with the Park City and the Petersburg Cavaliers. Well, the Let It Fly WebDogs turns it over, and inside spinning. Mendez to the left side. Alexander wanted to take that three, driving. Proel continues to climb, so do the Crusaders. They lead by 3, 70-67. Another back-to-back turnovers for the WebDogs. Mendez, left side, Alexander, he'll get a three in the second half, and he's got 14 points so far, 73-67.
Update on the scoring, Perel now has 8 points, 4 in the first half, 4 in the second.
Let It Fly WebDogs steps in for the three. Proel with a big rebound for the Crusaders. 8:34 left. 73-67. Cook, mid-range, as he's hit the floor with a little push, a lovely push from Xavier Kelly. And a table to check in Deion Holmes along with Demonji Hicks. They'll check in after this free throw. First free throw coming up for Calvin Cook III. Played his collegiate basketball at North Greenville University. Makes the first with a little love from the rim.
Calvin Cook III had 13 points in the first half. And
he gives the Carolina Crusaders their biggest lead of the game, 8. And a third turnover out of 4 possessions. And Cook with a lovely layup forces Coach Quick to call a quick timeout as they trail by 10. You're listening to watching TBL's ECBL Basketball Game of the Week, presented by High Level Media. Petey Norris, Tony Barnett here. Second half so far, Coach Tony Barnett is a Let It Fly WebDogs. 3 turnovers and 4 trips.
Yeah, definitely those turnovers are costing them points. You've got a 10-point differential. The WebDogs are going to have to settle down. They're on their home court, they're home fans, and they're going to have to get it together here as we're getting close to the midway point of the third quarter, and they're down by 10, and the Crusaders definitely getting into a rhythm on their offense.
They come into play to Watermaker with 8:14 on the clock. Watermaker looking like he's trying to take over as he went coast to coast, but he was pushed from behind by DeMonte Evans. He was on the floor as he went to drive through the paint. Watermaker guarded tightly. Corey Mendez looking for a double screen. Watermaker rolling mid-range, and the elbow was hit by Mendez, and the official did not call the foul. Watermaker nearly steals it, but he walks with it out of bounds. 7:52 left. 10-point advantage, Crusaders. Mendez comes into play to Evans. Evans dribbling, driving in. High kiss off the window, and it's a 12-point lead.
The WebDogs just can't seem to catch a break as They're miscuing on several different items, but they do get the basket on the dribble drive from Mr. Quattlebaum as he racks up his first 2 of this third quarter.
79-69, 7:19 left. Behind the back for Alexander, he loses the ball. Cook picks it up. Cook comes out at the logo, looking to drive on Holmes and takes Holmes to the cup and cleaning it up for the WebDogs is Holloman. Watermaker cross-court pass was too loose, but stepping in the passing lane. Alexander, he goes ahead, and Cook continues to climb in the scoring column here in the second half. 81-69, 6:45 left. Holmes going around the screen and feeds Holloman. Holloman off balance, trying to use the window, but he is fouled by Hicks. It's a guy hitting the cheek. Joe shot.
Joseph Kendrick Holloman makes his first free throw for the Let It Fly WebDogs. He had 8 points in the first half, and this now becomes his 11th as he misses the second.
81-70, Let It Fly WebDogs. There's a whistle. They call the foul on Deion Holmes.
That'll be Deion's second foul of first of this quarter.
On a mismatch. He's got his defender way out, drops an elbow. Evans gets a little love from the rim, and it's 83-70.
That gives DeMonte Evans 14 points for the game, 4 in the second half, as the WebDogs continue to have their woes in this third quarter.
And Alexander gets 2, asking for a little push at the end, and it's a 15-point lead. Biggest lead tonight.
That gives Jalen Alexander 16 points for the game, 5 in the third quarter. Rebound by number Deion Holmes. That'll be his 16th point of the game. Second point.
Watermaker pulls down the rebound. 5:20 left. It's a 13-point advantage. Cook lays it up. The follow misses. And Hicks misses the easy bunny. And Kennedy couldn't get it to fall, looking for an and one. 85-72, 5:03 left. Here in the third quarter, your ECBL Game of the Week. We got a full timeout. We'll return. 85-72, WebDogs trail at home.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team.
Welcome back inside the Sterling Community Center in Greenville, South Carolina. Coming out of the timeout, Mendez with 3 fouls. for the Crusaders. They're outscoring the Let It Fly WebDogs 21-14. Here in the second half, they lead 85-72. Mendez picking up that foul. Sent Kennedy to the line. Kennedy misses the first.
Kennedy has 8 points on the game, and now he gets his first of the third quarter for a total of 9 for the game.
Crossing the 5-minute mark here in Greenville. 12-point lead.
Got a foul on Jalen Kennedy. That'll be his first. Looked like a ticky-tack foul to me.
Hicks will have a seat. Demetrius Richardson checking in for the Crusaders with a 12-point lead. The clock never started. Crusaders. It's an off-balance shot for Orton.
There'll be a foul on this last play as Khalid Wanamaker will get 2 shots as he went to the basket and got fouled.
It was Demetrius Richardson talking to the official about the call. Wanamaker makes the first. Everybody on the Let It Fly WebDogs over here talking to Coach Quick, trying to get a play drawn up, making both free throws. 10-point lead, Crusaders.
That gives Khalid Wanamaker 17 points for the game, 2 in the second half.
Had 15 at the break, and slow start here in the second. Taking his man to the hole, and looking at him as he made the layup was Jalen Alexander. Back to a 12-point lead. Wanamaker in trouble, stripped by Orton, and we got a jump ball.
Jalen Alexander has 7 points in the third quarter, 11 in the half for a total of 18 points. So he's definitely a factor for this Carolina Crusaders team, along with Calvin Cook and DeMonte Evans, all in double figures for the Carolina Crusaders. Crusaders are currently at 87 for the game, and the WebDogs at 75.
The tip goes back out to the WebDogs as Orton couldn't get off the ground high enough like Wanamaker. DeMonte Evans puts 2 hands on the backboard and gets 2 as it falls through at 89-75. 3:40 and counting. Quick third quarter, not a lot of whistles. Straight to the cup, asking for some love from the official is Deion Holmes. Couldn't get the call. Let It Fly WebDogs in full court pressure. Evans gets it over to Orton, and Orton turns it right back over to Let It Fly. They got men in motion, and Wanamaker picks up 2. 89-79. Calvin gets the ball across the timeline. Calvin Cook calls off his help on offense. Driving, high kiss off the window, looking for goaltending, no call. And ahead, and that's 4. Oh, no, it had it going in, but it falls out for Deion Holmes. Would have been his 4th straight point. 2:38 left, 10-point game. Evans feeds the post down low to Richardson. His shot's blocked by Wanamaker. Quad a bomb. Straight to the cup. And we're inside of 10. 89-75. 81, 6-0 run by Let It Fly WebDogs. Calvin Cook in trouble. Back out to Alexander. 2:09 left, 10 on the shot clock. Alexander going around the Richardson screen. Drive, takes two, WebDogs on, and gets the 2 points. And we got a timeout. Carolina Crusaders up by 10 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. We'll return after a word from our sponsors.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health, so we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589.
Welcome back inside the Sterling Center, 91-81, 2 minutes away to the start of the fourth quarter. Jalen Alexander leads the way in the second half with 9 points in the first half. He had 11, so he's got 20 on the game for the Let It Fly WebDogs. Led in the second half by Quattlebaum with 6-13 for the game. For the Let It Fly WebDogs, they trail at home, in danger of dropping to 0-4 before they face week 5. They'll have to go to the drawing board.
Got a kickball, so it'll be the WebDogs ball.
Watermaker looking to drive on Mendez, kicks it. 3, nothing but nylon for Dion Holmes. Looking for a full court press here.
Dion Holmes with that three-pointer just got him in the 19-point club, as he's definitely got the hot hand with the threes. As we're getting down to the minute-and-a-half mark left in the third quarter.
91-84. Mendez looking to drive on the baseline, finds his man, and he puts up the shot and gets it off. And I tell you, a nice look by DeMonte Evans. Picks up 2. 9-point lead and a slam. No one defended Khalil Watermaker on that dunk. I wouldn't want to be up there with him and get posterized myself. 93-86. Evans goes to Cook on the right side with 8 on the shot clock. Cook goes around the Orton screen, driving, kicking it. Baseline, steps in, overshoots the rim, and here comes Watermaker. 1-on-3, Euro step, hits the floor hard, and gets the shots. No harm, the officials say.
Well, they say no harm, no foul. He went coast to coast, laid it up, lost his balance, and was looking for a foul, but he made the layup.
6 seconds separate shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock's at 6. Evans drives, high kiss off the window, and we got a foul. They say the foul will go against Kendrick Holloman.
That'll be his second, first in this half. DeMonte Evans will get 2 shots. He misses the first one. Here with 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The WebDogs nicely came back, now with a 6-point deficit.
Watermaker cannot make it at the horn. Going into the fourth quarter. It's going down to the wire, 94-88 here in the Sterling Center in Greenville, South Carolina. WebDogs trail. Welcome back to Greenville, South Carolina. PD Doors, Tony Barnett here. As we're going to start the fourth quarter, the Fidelity Investments money quarter at 94-88. We'll recap. After one, it was 37-30. Let it fly WebDogs. At the break, it was 64-59. Carolina Crusaders. And entering the fourth quarter, it's 94-88. Crusaders.
Looking at the fouls for both teams, the only real foul problem is going to be with the Corey Mendez on the Carolina Crusaders. He has 3. No one else has more than 2. So going into the fourth quarter, both teams in pretty good shape foul-wise.
The Crusaders are getting the ball to start the fourth quarter with a 6-point lead. Let it fly WebDogs coming out with some lockdown defense. Mendez nearly has a strip. Mendez drive in, switches hands, left-handed layup wasn't good, but Alexander trying to clean it up. Volley, and who's got the ball? Alexander out to Evans for 3, yes.
DeMonte Evans really racking up the points here today, as that is his 21st point of the game.
Watermaker couldn't answer back. Picking up the dribble in the backcourt, hands it off to Calvin Cook. Drives, kicks. Alexander makes 2 in a row. And this game can get out of hand quick as we hit the century mark. 12-point lead for the Crusaders on the road. Can they hang on to the final 11 minutes? Right wing steps in. Couldn't find an opening. Nice cut to the bucket for Eli Hunter to stop the bleeding. 10-point game here in Greenville, South Carolina. Jordan Cook gives it over to Calvin. 3 for Alexander. No, he couldn't make it. 3 for 3. Want it, fake the shot, side step, make it 3 for 5. 103-90. 13-point lead for the Crusaders. The offense has ran through Jalen Alexander's hands in the second half. In the first half,
11.
At 11 points. Here in the second half, he's got 3 straight threes to open up the fourth quarter. Watermaker leans in over a defender, good for 2.
Jalen Alexander definitely with a hot hand on the long-range 3 bombs.
Mendez runners no good. Alexander in the corner, no. So here the bench for the Crusaders already counted it before it went in with a hot hand. 11-point lead. 9:45 left as Jalen Kennedy checks in. He'll come in for Eli Hunter. He picked up the only bucket of the quarter for the Let It Fly WebDogs. Drive and reverse layup, and you can count it, and you can go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Mr. Dion Holmes.
Mr. Dion Holmes had 14 points in the first half. Now has 7, so he's 21. Make this free throw, he's 22. Definitely a big factor for the Let It Fly WebDogs. As he puts it up and count it. His 22nd point. Well,
9:32, 103-95. The officials are at the table trying to find out the foul count.
And that last foul was on.
Crusaders will get the ball. Alexander comes into Evans. Evans sees opportunity in the paint, up and under, not enough English. Coming down with it, Holmes. Holmes, the Watermaker for a two-handed slam. 6-point deficit for Let It Fly WebDogs. 9-10 to go. Carolina Crusaders, Alexander looking inside, high post. Cook, 17-footer, no. Chasing down a rebound off of Let It Fly WebDogs. They say it was off of Kendrick Holloman. We got a timeout. WebDogs, they trail 103-97 on a current 7-0 run here with 9 minutes to go. PD Doris, Tony Barnett. Next week, 1 o'clock on Saturday, we come to you from the University of District of Columbia in Washington, D.C. as the D.C. Heat welcome in the Philly Raiders. Taking a look at the standings in the ECBL in the Northern Division, Kingdom Life is setting at 3-2. Winston-Salem Wolves setting at 2-3. Fayetteville 1-2. Goldsboro 1-3. Rowan County still has not won a game this season. They're in action at 5 o'clock. They should be tipping off in about 22 minutes. DC Heat with just one loss last year. Winston-Salem Wolves, they're undefeated so far this season. Petersburg Cavaliers 2-1. Philly Raiders 2-3. And the Park City Dreamers at 1-2. In the Southern Conference, Gastonia Snipers sitting at the top of the Southeast Division over the Carolina Thunder. Gastonia has played 4 games. The Thunder's only played 2, and they're 2-0. Gastonia is 3-1. Carolina Crusaders set 0-1. Garden City Magic just playing 1 game also. They're 0-1. In the Southwest Division, primetime players sitting tied with Hickory Hoyas with an advantage over Hickory Hoyas with defeating the Hoyas last week as we were there at Legion Collegiate Academy. Primetime players dropping the game yesterday for their first loss of the season. Queen City Vipers with a 1-0 record and Let It Fly WebDogs set 0-3 in danger of falling 0-4, trailing by 6. Watermaker driving, kiss off the window, and an and one. We can get within 1 possession with a made layup, 103-99. Watermaker takeover here in the fourth quarter. Going into the fourth quarter is 94-88. An 11-9 run and making the free throw. 103-100.
Khalid Wanamaker, 28 points so far for the game, leading all scorers. As he's a catalyst.
Kennedy up and under, nice move on his defender. We got a 1-point game with 8:13 left. Cook to Alexander. They get across the timeline, wide open underneath, but they don't go to him. Was Richardson that put up a 3 with a chance to take the lead. Corner 3, no. Watermaker's there to clean it up, and we got a lead for the Let It Fly WebDogs. 104-102, running through the hands of Khalil Watermaker with 5 straight points. Here in the fourth quarter, they lead by 1. It's been all WebDogs here in the fourth quarter, Tony.
Khalil Wanamaker, PD, I've got him down for 29 points. I will check with the official score here at the next time out. And like you said, the WebDogs fighting their way back in this thing. And we're almost close to the midway point of the fourth quarter, and we have a 1-point differential.
Whatever they Let It Fly WebDogs come out with some lockdown defense here in the fourth quarter. They're trailing going into the final 12 minutes by 6. It's been all Crusaders in the third quarter, but in the third quarter, but it's been all WebDogs right here in the money quarter. That's why we call it the money quarter. Everything rides on the performance of the fourth quarter. 104 to 103.
Waiting to see, okay, Corey Mendez is back in the game. He's got 3 fouls with a little less than 8 minutes remaining in the game. So the coach taking a chance with 3.
16-9 to run here in the fourth quarter as Evans gets the ball across the timeline. 19 on the shot clock, trailing by 1. Bank is open with some love from the rim for Evans.
DeMonte Evans just adding to his total. He has 5 in the fourth quarter, and he had 8 in the third, as his total is well over the 20-point mark.
Proel pulls down the big rebound off the missed shot. Alexander behind the back. 7-16. 3 for Alexander. 4 for 7 here in the fourth quarter. 108-104.
Jalen Alexander for his third 3 of the quarter. We got a turnover on a misled pass to Carolina Crusader. Big man.
Proel couldn't track the ball down from Cook.
Quan Proel, not exactly known for his foot speed. The big man.
4-point lead. Wanamaker in the backcourt. Wanamaker trailing backdoor. Nice take. And DeMonte Evans fouls Xavier Kelly. Xavier Kelly will go to the line to shoot 2. Correction, that was Jalen Kennedy. That will shoot 2. Makes the first.
That was the third foul on DeMonte Evans as he makes the next free throw.
.108, 106.
Jalen Kennedy, a quiet 13 points for the game, as he's one of the glue guys.
Wanamaker goes around the screen, stripped from behind. Alexander leans over his defender, trying to draw the foul, doesn't get the foul. Holmes pulls it out, they push it up the court. Wanamaker from the shortest part of the perimeter misses the 3. Proel pulls down the rebound and clears it out for the Crusaders. Evans steps in 6 feet and is good. Back to a 4-point lead.
Mr. Evans has 7 points in the fourth quarter.
You can't leave Quattlebaum wide open on that elbow, but it rattles out. 110, 106, 5:36 left. Calvin Cook to third, goes around to Proel's screen. Drives, stripped by Wanamaker off his leg. And it's let it fly WebDogs ball. 5:25 left. 110, 106. We'll return.
At Cardinal
with more
Family
action.
Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes.
Welcome back inside the Sterling Community Center in Greenville, South Carolina. Petey Norris, Tony Barnett, final 5:25. We got a 4-point game. Let It Fly WebDogs trail at home, looking for their first win of the season against the Carolina Crusaders, who are in jeopardy of falling 0-2 on the young season. Holmes for three, no. Clearing it out was Hicks. Hicks will find Cook. Cook sprinting in the front court, puts the brakes on. Alexander with a slow dribble right in the face of Jalen Kennedy. Wanting to step back, Kennedy wanting to give it to him, but drives, little runner, no. Cleared out the rebound, and Sintel Quattlebaum. Ahead, Kennedy, kiss off the window, and it's good for two. Back to a one-possession game with 4:39.
That gives Kennedy 6 points for the fourth quarter, with a total of 15 for the game, as he contributes big buckets.
Evans, don't need to screen from Hicks to hit that three.
Long three for Evans, as his total just keeps on coming. Little double clutch.
Back. What about 110 points for the home team, WebDogs, who's averaging 114. Evans driving. And we have a jump ball.
So we'll have a jump ball.
So checking in the game. Back in the contest.
DeMonte Evans jumping the ball for the Crusaders as he wins the jump.
To the corner, Cook, baseline, nothing but nylon for Calvin Cook. 5-point lead, and we have a tie-up. And they'll call a foul on Alexander. 115 to 110.
That would be Jalen Alexander's first foul of the game.
Watermaker going around the screen, kicks it. Kennedy takes on the defender. Watermaker with a follow. Kennedy back up with a little kiss off the windows. He's screaming coming down the court.
Kennedy continues his scoring ways. He's equaled his points in the first half, the same as the second.
Evans popping out, high post. And with a nice soft jumper, Mendez. 117 to 112. Watermaker. Baseline was Quattlebaum, but he didn't get it past him. Watermaker takes the same baseline, reverses the layup, has enough English to go in, and they're at their season average, 114. They trail 117 to 114. Mendez taking on 1 and 4 and following up Hicks for 2. Five-point lead coming down to the final 2.5. Watermaker straight to the cup. Can't trade baskets if you plan on getting back. Alexander in the front court puts the brakes on.
Down to the 2 minutes and 25 seconds, and count the bucket for Mr. Jalen Alexander as he adds to his total. He had 11 and a half, and he's more than exceeded that in the second, as my tally's got him at
We got 2:25 left. 121 to 116 lead Old-fashioned and ones converted by Alexander.
That gives him 31 points for the game. Not sure what this call is.
So they need to set the clock back to 2:22. WebDogs get it in to Watermaker. Watermaker going around the screen, and Proel picks up Watermaker. Watermaker goes right side to Quattlebaum. Quattlebaum drives, hits the ball off his chin. Alexander 1-on-2, and he's tripped. He's tripped by Kendrick Holloman, and they say the foul is going to be on Xavier Kelly. Kelly was the defender closest to the ref, the official that called. .207 left. Let it fly. WebDogs in jeopardy, falling 0-4, last in the Southwest Division of the ECBL, will travel to Fort Mill, South Carolina next week to play the top-seeded primetime players who just dropped their game this week. And a lot of sneakers on.
That was Xavier Kelly's second foul of the game. He had one in the third quarter. That gives him 2. And he has 2 points he scored in the third quarter, giving his total of 2 points and 2 fouls. So he's consistent on his fouls and his points.
Consistency matters in this game.
Good point, Petey. Couldn't have said it better myself. As one of the coaches from the Carolina Crusaders is coming out with a very nice-looking red towel to get up the moisture here at the United Center. I mean, at the Sterling Center, named after Sterling Minor, the referee. Years ago, from what I understand, Petey, this used to be a high school. And then, unfortunately, they had a fire, but the gym and the weight room lasted. So they kept it, and then they just made it into a city recreational center. Beautiful structure. Got the old-timey bleachers. We have our cameraman working today.
2:07 left, 122-116. Carolina Crusaders with the ball, with a lead on the road, searching for win number 1 on the season. Alexander backing Xavier Kelly down, and we got an offensive foul.
He was outside the restricted area, and he did kind of move him a little bit. That's a judgment call. The offensive player has the right to go to the basket. The defender is not supposed to impede his way. So that's one of those 50-50 calls.
You see Alexander and Kelly chiming it up down the court as Alexander pretty much dropped the elbow on Kelly, and Kelly in a little pain, but still running up and down the court. Watermaker straight to the cup, nearly twists his ankle as stepping on the foot of Alexander, but able to stay up with 1:45 left.
As Khalid Wanamaker will go to the free throw line for 2 shots, and he nails the first one. Normally a very good free throw shooter. I would say if I was a betting man, I would bet he would make this one. And he misses it, so I lose the bet.
Evans gets the feed from Proel. Bring it up with 136. 3 by Alexander. And that could have put couldn't put the icing on the cake. 124 to 117. Watermaker answers back. Alexander sprinting, gets across the timeline with the help of Evans. Cook from 16. The hot hand of the Crusaders. Long deuce. No, and Evans pulls down the rebound, leading 126 to 120. Picking up the foul was Xavier Kelly. Played at Morris College, originally from Greenville, South Carolina.
That'll be his third with 47 seconds to go. We're going to keep him in the game. And over and back call on Calvin Cook III. The WebDogs bench does not agree with that call.
Watermaker looking to get between.
Trying to make something happen.
Shots blocked and had a nice look, Deion Holmes, but it was blocked right in the hands of the Crusaders. We got 31 seconds left, 6-point game, and we're at a timeout. Resetting this game, it started off with the Let It Fly WebDogs with a 7-point lead after one. They led 37-30. At the break, it was 64 to 59. Carolina Crusaders took the lead. And then going into the third quarter, after the three, it was 94 to 88. And here we stand at 126 to 120 with 31 ticks left.
We've had massive scoring out of Jalen Alexander, Calvin Cook, DeMonte Evans, really pulling the load on the scoring and the threes, as well as the free throw percentages, fairly even for both teams. Get a quick foul. Calvin Cook will go to the line for the Crusaders to add a few more points possibly to his tally. He had 13 and a half, and he has 10 in the second, make it 11 as he makes that free throw. So he makes this free throw. He'll be the third highest scorer for the Crusaders, and he makes that one. And
Watermaker puts up the three, wraps around the rim. Proel pulls down the rebound. 128 to 120. Proel will shoot two.
It's been fairly quiet, Mr. Proel, in the fourth quarter as he adds to his total. He had 4 points in the first half, and this will be his fifth, possibly sixth, as he doesn't make that one. So he'll end up with 9 points for the game. We got a foul on the play.
As the Carolina Crusaders fouled Let It Fly WebDogs. And I was saying that Xavier Kelly to the line to shoot two. As he misses the first. Kelly just 2 points in the contest. And those come in the second half. Kelly makes the first. 129 to 121. Throwing up the court. Will they let him dribble it out? And let it fly. WebDogs will foul. It's in.
Not quite sure of the reasoning behind that foul, as the 12, a little bit over 13 seconds to go, and they're down by 8. So that's just going to add to the total as he makes the first one. And for all intents and purposes, sealing the fate of the home WebDogs today, as he nails both of those free throws. And the WebDogs, the long three, makes it, and they'll call a
timeout with 5 seconds. 131, 124. We're going to take it with them. You're watching and listening to ECBL's Game of the Week. Carolina Crusaders lead the WebDogs Carolina Crusaders will have the ball up by 7 with 5 seconds left. And they'll get it in. He'll get it across the timeline, and that's the final score, 131 to 124. We'll come right back here with stats, facts, and figures of today's game, presented by High Level Media in your ECBL Game of the Week. Welcome back inside the Sterling Center. Closure of your Week 5 in ECBL, Week 2 of the game of the week. They've come down to the end. The Carolina Crusaders defeated the Let It Fly WebDogs 131-124. A lot of scoring, a lot of points here. The Let It Fly WebDogs get over their season average of 114. Carolina Crusaders back-to-back days finished the opening week for them with a 1-1 record. You know, what a great matchup. It started off, Let It Fly WebDogs weren't going to lose here at home, but then it ended up falling south from quarter number 2, 3, and 4. PD Norris, Tony Barnett here. Tony, you got any box scores, unofficial box scores for the losing effort of the South Carolina Let It Fly WebDogs?
Yes, PD. The Let It Fly WebDogs led in scoring by Khalid Wanamaker with 42 points. He led all scorers. Sintel Quattlebaum had 11. Kelvin Perry, 5. Eli Hunter, 6. Dion Holmes, 27. Xavier Kelly, 3. Kendrick Holman, 11. Randall Buxton, 4. And Jalen had a very good game. Jalen Kennedy, where he scored a total of 17 points. So basically, the scoring was spread out amongst the Let It Fly WebDogs, while the Carolina Crusaders, who obviously won the game, had 3 high scorers in Jalen Alexander with 34, Calvin Cook with 27, DeMonte Evans with 31, and also Corey Mendez in double figures with 12, Demetrius Richardson with 6, Quan Prohl with 9, Timothy Fortenberry with 2, Jordan Cook with 6, and Damajay Hicks with 4. That rounds out the scoring for both teams today.
All right, next week's ECBL Game of the Week comes to you on Saturday from the District of Columbia. The DC Heat welcome in the Philly Raiders, and then Sunday as we head south back to the Triangle, we'll stop by Manassas, Virginia for the Peak City Dreamers matching up with the Petersburg Cavaliers. That game is at 4 o'clock, 4:05 on Sunday. On behalf of High Level Media and the East Coast Basketball League, we would like to thank you, the fans, coaches, and owners, along with the officials, for making this game a memorable game. Our final score from Greenville, South Carolina, the Carolina Crusaders 131, the Let It Fly WebDogs 124. A special thanks to my color commentary, Tony Barnett, and today's game staff. I'm Petey Doris, saying good night, and always remember, peace, patience, confidence, and trust. Good things take time. This broadcast is a production of the ECBL and High Level Media. It is for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the ECBL and High Level Media is strictly prohibited.